Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in Italy. It is the Fofos versus Ox at the UGC, the Ultimate Gaming Championships. And at the moment, well, we're in overtime after the Fofos pulled back 5 tremendous rounds from that point. Fofos took the first round, so it would have only gone to a third map. But wow, they are trying to close it out, get into that finals, get themselves some guaranteed money, and avoid, really, facing Redbite, who amazingly got knocked out in the, knocked into the lower bracket, which I don't think either of these teams really want to face, because I think they're expecting to go out. They're going to see Redbite in an aggressive manner.
Yeah, they are, and the Fofos pulled it back. We don't actually know the overtime format. My assumption is MR3, but we don't know that for sure, so just based off the crazy format we had in the groups, anything could happen. 4 on 3, G-Lady, Boons, and Fint having to bail this one out for the Fofos, as Messi, the only man down for Ox. And I don't know what to make of Messi. He came up with a lot of big frags in that second half, but he was so quiet for the rest of the time we've seen him. 3 on 3 as Finter has collected himself a frag. The Fofos looking to push in and get it a fuse. Good frag, but it's equalized out instantly. Fint didn't follow up though, and he needed to. 2 on 2. That man should have escaped. Into the bomb site goes Fint. Oh, and he was too one-dimensional there. Umba versus G-Lady. G-Lady is on the bomb. Umba is going to go around. He's assumed that G-Lady's walked away, and he hasn't. Bomb defused. Good round, Fofo. G-Lady, you know what? We were talking about it earlier. You will get caught out when you assume they're going to dart around the bomb site. When it doesn't happen, you get caught out. And in overtime, G-Lady, that lady proved that she's got some balls.
And I'll tell you what, we're a long way from the BYOC, and I could hear his scream there when he managed to get that diffused through. So Meta down in Finter, sniper action there straight away. Coming through was Leo trying to make a way straight into the melon room. It is just G-Lady left. Well, he may well have gone big last round, but he's going to have to go incredibly huge now, because he's got a 5-man team facing him, and an angry Ox comes rushing through. Umba downs G-Lady. Quick round there from Ox. Very aggressive.
If you're G-Lady right now, though, you're thinking, wow, I've had 2 incredible rounds back-to-back. The one that won the last match, or took it to overtime, and then the one that defused it. They must be on cloud 9 right now. With that one round, the Fofos have taken the pressure off. This is an attack-favored map. Both sides picked up 7 rounds on attack. This is their opportunity. And if the Fofos can follow this grenade that they've got onto Liho and take a lead into their attack, then you have to favor them still. Momentum is with them. They do look good. And they need to. They found something. They found something at the end of that second half. They took the pace out of their attack. They really felt like they were just falling onto the grenades and the snipers of their opponents. And now they've made a bit of a concerted change on their attack. If they're able to continue that, then it'll be there. Sexus gets himself the frag onto Umba, and the Fofos are in pole position to win this round. They've got to finish it off. 5 on 2. Mirko with the bomb. Shah is there as well. And the opportunity is very much knocking, and it looks like Mirko is going to go for broke here as he pushes on, and G-Lady and Trunk have done the job. It's 2-1 going into the second round of overtime. The Fofos need just 2 rounds to win this on the attack. It should be theirs.
Yeah, we're going straight into it, and Ox.
Even though it says attack 1, defense 2.
Yeah, that's fine. Fofos were on defense.
And they picked up 2 rounds, and now they're attacking.
Yes.
So why does it not say attack
2? Good question. I'm not too sure of that. We'll see what's going on that, but that's what we know the score is. And now we're going to follow Ox. Umbra. I don't know why I say Umbra. There's no R in there. It's Umba. Umba. That's an A. That's the Italian way. He is Italian. Umba. No doubt, but he lands a beautiful headshot frag straight into Boone there as he tried to move in for the walls. The bomb site low, he takes down Trunk as well. And going to peek around the side. If you do hear Italian, we do have 3 Italian casters giving it large on StarCraft over on the audio stream. There is more action on many other streams, but right now we are here in overtime. Umba downs G-Lady, Sexer and Finter, the last 2 standing for Fofos. Now just Finter. Finter with a rifle shot straight onto Leia, who tries his best to defend in the melon room. It's all square 2-2, and that's corrected itself now.
Somehow.
Yeah.
2-2 the score, and the Fofos side, all of their advantage has just been stripped away. They need to close this one out, and they need to just get back to the slow-paced attacking they were doing so well in that end of the second half that won them 5 rounds in a row. G-Lady, who iced the cake for them, will be making his way into that regular melon room and then darts around. Shoots down towards the bin. There's no one there. As Sexus gets himself a crucial frag onto Liho. That opens everything up. And now, the man to the good. Boone can't die here. Keep the man advantage. Maybe get the bomb down now. Oh, gave it away, and Mesa took them off. And now we're at 4 on 4. The bomb clearly down in the site. And Fint darts around the corner. Mirko's been caught out. Finta gets himself a big frag onto Shah. Now, is there anyone else? No one's going to try and make a move on that bomb, it would appear. But it is clear because Fint's keeping the shooters off from that right-hand side at least. Don't know where Mesa is, though. Where is he? Here he is, all the way at the back. Now is the time to plant the bomb, boys and girls. But it's been picked up, just hasn't been replanted. Well, hasn't been planted. 4 on 3, man advantage, Fofo. Smoke down again. If anything's going to help a bomb planter, it was then, but the bomb planter was down. It was G-Lady. Now Fint goes in, puts the bomb down. There's a man behind the wall, and Ox have turned this one back around to a 2 versus 2. Mesa got the frag onto Fint, and now Trunk and Sexus, who have been the stronger players, and look like they're going to try and convert this one out. The bomb is down. It's on Trunk now to close this match. 38 seconds left to go. That bomb can't tick fast enough for Trunk as he pokes his head around the corner, takes a look, now runs away to the sanctuary of the melons and heals his wounds with melon power as he makes his way now back to the truck. Mesa and Umba hold back. Bullets pinged in behind that bomb. Trunk has run a long, long way. But 1 frag would do it for him if he took the bomb diffuser, which is Umba, who's on there. What are you going to do, Trunk? What you got in the locker? Makes his way forward and doesn't have anything in the locker. And it's round map point Ox, but they've been here before.
Map point, yeah. Can they close it out this time? They're in defense again, remember. This is where they faltered for 5 rounds to let it fall to this situation we are now in. Trunk. He was pivotal, really, in some of that momentum that Fofo's gathered. He hasn't gone charging forward. And Ox have gone very delicate as well. So it's clearly nerves being played into this. Mirko does land the opening grenade frag on Boone. But outside of that, it is very, very tense situation between both teams. None of them are really going for it here. Mirko just around the corner. He's got 2 around there. So I think it's going to be Sexa and Trunk just around that corner. He's not being baited into it. You see the gunfire coming through. He's not being baited into it. Not being drawn out. Not being drawn to take a peek just at what happened. Fint downs Mesa. That's evening things up. That's the scope down. So that really gives Finta free roaming, really, around the street. He can try and pick off anyone now. Leo takes some falling damage there as he drops down. Comes around. Trunk's there. Oh, bad flash there. I think that might even be his teammate that flashed up Mirko there. Sexa managed to get a frag of his own. Takes a peek. Trunk is there. Why did you do that? There was no reason to do that. The bomb wasn't planted. You should have just kept your defensive situation, and that's surely going to give the Fofos the advantage to take this into double overtime. Shah and Umba, the last 2 standing. Umba does down Trunk, though, as he dashes across the street. Sexa comes peeking around the side. Umba and Shah. Shah gets Fint. 2 on 2. Sexa down Shah. Umba makes it into a 1-on-1. It is G-Lady once again. All to do for G-Lady of the Fofos. Gets the bomb plant in there. Umba now has the... Has to be aggressive. G-Lady just caught a glimpse of him. G-Lady was seen going back across there. I'm sure Umba saw it, and he knows that G-Lady is a long distance away. Will Umba defend this one correctly? No! No! G-Lady is not there. He's not going to be able to support it. Yes, he does! Would you Adam and Eve it? He just about lands the kill in time. I do not believe he managed to land that frag. I thought he'd gone too far away. And we are going into double overtime, ladies and gentlemen. How the G-Lady is pulling his health. Not really doing a lot throughout the whole game, and then just turns up when it counts.
Who's that lady? As the Fofos have themselves...
Big burly guy, no doubt.
That was next line. I thought the song was Sexy Lady, but clearly I guess it's Who's That Lady? Big burly guy. We are going to ready ourselves up, and the Ox side really had every opportunity to win this map and take us to the next, but they haven't allowed themselves to win, really. That's the interesting point. They haven't allowed themselves to win, and they must be kicking themselves. And momentum's not with them anymore. The fofos, I thought the fofos threw away their opportunity from a strong defensive position, but you know what? We are where we are. We're all square once again, and Lee, why don't you take us away for the beginning of overtime?
Beginning of double overtime, and amazingly, this is a game we thought really was going to get closed out quite quickly by Ox at the start, but suddenly the fofos really have turned it on. They managed to pick up strike. They are one map to the good, and this is really the fofos defying all odds against Ox. Ox thinking, oh, this is our map, we'll take this one, we'll take this game. We thought Redbite would be here to start with, and they're in the lower bracket. That's who's going to surely be waiting. They are playing, I believe, HLC at the same time. We'll see what the score is of that, but I can only assume that Redbite are going to be the ones in the final. Trunk has gone down for the fofos. As once again, very slow defensive play, but Umber downs Sexa, so fofos now down to 3 on the attack, and the bomb has gone down for Ox. So they're going to try and get in there. Shah really just picking off Boone. Didn't really have any right to manage to land that frag. Does though. G-Lady last man standing, or female, or it. I'm not too sure. I've got a feeling it's going to be female, male, because I don't think I've seen too many females in the BYOC. However, Ox take a very strong round there, and the opening side on the attack, well, it was pretty much dominant.
It was. Great round for Ox. Just what they needed. It'll be a confidence booster. And now, Zumba pushes in. Trunk takes a shot, but he's gone flying here. Trunk really made his way forward. Taken out by his teammate, G-Lady. He's going to have to get himself some frags to back that one up. Trunk was in a great position whilst that smoke was there. Really, G-Lady's done a lot of damage with that one frag. And Fint not in position. Ox should be able to penetrate this. This is a bad round from the fofos, but Boone gets him out of trouble with a frag onto Mirko. Should allow Fint to get into position. Shah thinks about planting the bomb, then thinks again. Fint, just stand still and point your gun down there, Fint. He's been moving left to right all over this place. He's not hit anything this map. I'd take out that melon, though.
It's the melon of doom.
I know, but he'd see a little further. Here we go, takes 2 shots, and now he'll move. Mesa drops Boone. And Fint still offering nothing, and he's got to up his game now here, Fint. Success is going to go down. No, still survives. Misses his shot there, Fint. With his opportunity, and G-Lady gets himself one of the 2 frags he owes. Fint gets himself a frag onto Leho, and then Mesa. And if you yell at Fint loud enough and long enough, he will hit a hat-trick. Excellent stuff. 1-1.
1-1. Well, and we lost all the flags from before, didn't we? Because we're into double overtime, and wow. He really did respond to that. Maybe he can hear us down there. We can hear him, so maybe they can hear us. I don't know. But Trunk going to dash through. So a bit more aggressive from the fofos here. Fint lands another shot there. Sexa as well. Shower downs Trunk, though, as he tries to make his way towards those melons of doom. Didn't manage to get in, though. It is a dangerous place to be. Finta with a grenade frag. So Finta getting 5 frags in the last minute, really. Mesa and Shah, the last 2 standing for Ox. And suddenly, the fofos turning it on and going to get maybe, just maybe, another round in defense and go in with a 2-1 lead again, leaving Ox with it all to do. Ox just seem to have, I don't know, they seem to work well now and they were more aggressive. It's a bit like, say, the recent gaming when they used to be really aggressive, just pound straight up street and just rip through teams. That's what Ox were doing in their own way. But it was working against the fofos, and now they've slowed the play down, and I'm not too sure it's quite working to the abilities of the players. Certainly whether they're just used to slowing things down. He's going to have one just behind that counter any moment. Now there it is. It was Sexa, and now Mesa, the last man standing. Why he went looking there, I'm not too sure. When the bomb really could do done with planting with 30 seconds on the clock, I'm not too sure why he was going looking in the kebab house. Only he will be able to tell you in his own way. But G-Lady's there. G-Lady upping the game when it comes to like important frags. And 2-1, the opening double. It's not really an opening when it's a double.
Trunk offered nothing that round. It was 3 rounds, 0 frags, and He's got a lot to do. He's offered about as much as Chelsea's defense has today. And we have a very, very tricky situation here for the fofos. They just don't like winning. They've been 2-1 up many a time before, and their opportunities when they have... that's many. It's 100% of the time in overtimes they've been in front, and they couldn't convert it. They had opportunities in that first map as well when they were leading in the first half. Again, couldn't finish that out. They like the pressure. But Trunk has now got himself his first frag of the second half. Fint makes his way through. The pressure alleviated off Trunk a little bit now. Oh, I thought there was someone just to the bottom left of Fint's screen there, but could be wrong. Fint looking for Messer. Trunk has been down by him, and they definitely know there's someone out there. Who is it? Mirko drops G-Lady. Bomb still waiting as we follow with Fint, who seems to have a bird's eye view of proceedings. Smoke goes in. That's not going to help Finta whatsoever from his current position, who now pokes his head around the corner. Looking around. Nothing happening for Fint. I've tried hard to see you get a frag there, Fint, but it hasn't happened. Oh, Shaw hit Boons, and the bullets went all the way through the wall. 2-2. Ox just picked them off one by one by one.
Yeah, a slow, steady round, which goes against just about everything I said about Ox before. So just eat my words, shall I? As we see Ox on the attack once again. Mess is going to line up. Does he catch a glimpse of Trunk dashing through? No, he doesn't. That was exactly where Trunk's going to be. Leho's sat looking for him as well. No, damn well Trunk might well be around that corner. Not, though. You can see him on the map in the top left-hand corner that he is, or certainly someone there. I can only assume that's Sexa and Trunk again. That's been their positions throughout the match so far. Nothing really happening. It's testing the patience of these players, which generally have ADHD, so none of them have anything at all. They're just twitching away quite happily. Oh, lines up the grenade and suddenly exposes himself a little too much to somebody, and it's who it was. Mirko downs G-Lady. Could this be Ox's round? This is the one they need to take. They need to try and close it out to get to that third map. It's going to be the never-ending match of doom to go with the Melons. Messer does get a frag. Umba gets a frag. Suddenly the Fofos in trouble here. And Ox are going to take a 3-2 lead, and now the Fofos really are up against it.
Fofos' attack just hasn't happened yet. I'm still waiting for... It'll be the third round now. I'm still waiting to see an attack actually materialize. They've not prioritized getting to that bomb site, and players like Trunk haven't shown up. Finta has been... well, he has got lead in the frags, actually, but... Trunk's been picked off by Messer. Messer's been able to do a lot more damage than he would have liked to have seen. And that is articulated by the fact that he's got 2 frags in this map. And Mirko pushes through. There's Messer, there's the hat trick, and that's going to be the map as Ox, unless G-Lady's willing to go big a third time, or even a fourth time. Nope. Messer's got 4 frags. Last man standing is Sexa. And I can't find him, but he's going to die. It's G-Lady, sorry, the last man. That's why I couldn't find Sexa. And G-Lady just didn't want to go down to an ace, so he gave up his life. 4-2, a really anti-climax of overtime there. Fofos just rubbish in their attack. When we come back, we'll bring you map number 3, which is going to be Crash. You're on Quad V.